Well, good morning guys. Welcome back to another bright morning episode of Fishing Me DYangBass. I caught a fish already, I'm not gonna lie. There's like a couple boats around me. Not that that's the problem, I just didn't want to shoot a film. Like I didn't want to intro in front of those people. So today we are bass fishing. We're gonna start with top water. Then we're gonna go into like a swim bait kind of deal. Maybe we're gonna start flipping some jigs, throw some plastics. We'll see how it goes. Again, this is a lake that I don't fish too often. I think I should be fishing more often, but it's a pressure lake, so let's see if we can make it happen for you guys. With that being said, stick around. I'll see you guys right here on the water. There we go. Nice bass. Early morning frogfish. Wow. Dude freaking blew up on me. Holy smoke. Nice guy. On a frog. Alright guys, so as I was saying, I couldn't do an intro because there was boats coming in and out. There were boats coming on the lake, and it's not a really big bay to be shooting intro, right? So I basically just did some fishing for like the first 10 minutes with my GoPro there, and I caught that decent one you guys saw in the video. But now that I'm a little ways from them, they're pan fishing, I'm bass fishing, so it's all good. What I'm doing right now, normally early in the morning, if I could get up early in the morning, I would target these weed patches, these lily pads, and just covers in general, you know, things that these bass would hang out during the nighttime. And the reason why I'm using this frog here, this kicking frog I want to call it, because I'm using a zoom, horny toads, and this rabbit frog, that is because I'm trying to get a reaction bite out of them, because I know that I missed the morning hunt already, right? By burning this thing in front of the weeds, on top of the weeds, on top of the lily pads, it'll trigger them to grab one last meal before they go back into, you know, the depths, if they do go back, you know. That's my theory, at least. And yeah, that's the situation right now. That's my theory of like attacking them, targeting them. That's my tactic of like waking them up. If I get lucky, they'll hit it right off of the weed line, which that one did. That one hit right off of the lily pads itself. It wasn't necessarily inside of it, it was on the outside of it. So hopefully we can find one more that's scattered out here, and then we're gonna fish offshore a little bit. Just want to see if they're in here. Jeez, there's one downfall fishing these lighter plastic topwater lures. They bird nest a lot. Yeah, they're not made for distance, that's for sure. They're made for just like close range combat stuff. Yep, just want to see there's one hanging out here somewhere. Yes, I am fishing a little faster than normal because, like I said, I already missed the morning bite, so I'm kind of just like casting going, whatever I see. Like this little patch right here, I'll just burn it right on top, and hopefully there's one. Oh jeez, right there. Oh god. Jeez, dude. Holy cow, you guys saw that? That was crazy. Oh my goodness, it scared the crap out of me, bro. On top of that patch right there. Oh my gosh, you guys saw that. Wow, nice little 15 incher right there, 1 pounder. These bass are so thick, dude. Yeah, that's the patch right there I just hit up. Holy cow. So here's my setup, okay? Akuma Akai. This is the 8:1 gear ratio. You want that faster speed. This is the Akuma Reflections. This is a 7.3 medium. Even though it feels like medium heavy, that's why I'm using it. I like that softer tip for plastic like this because you don't want to tear a big old hole in their mouth when they're striking it so hard already. I'm just having that fair balance of forgiveness. The tip allows them to like inhale it, you know. That way when you do go and lean in it, you're not tearing a big old hole in their mouth. I'm using a 4-aught hook too. Using a heavy, extra heavy is not ideal unless you're fishing like Texas or Florida or something, you know, like big 10-pound bass that has a lot of meat on them. But a bass up here in Wisconsin, yeah, you don't want to, last thing you want to do is get too excited and jack them too hard, you know, and that's when you lose them. Yeah, this setup right here is like perfect. 7.3 is the like perfect length for you to cast the distance you need, and then just having that right balance of like 40-pound braid to 7.3 medium, semi heavyish. Just being able to like pin them correctly is the way to go. Oh snap! Might get wet today. It's coming. It's coming. Yup. Yup. It's coming. Shit. It's coming. Well, according to the weather, we have approximately 3 hours to fish. Oh, it's gonna be sketchy as heck. I'm scared. We will see, right? Oh gosh, set him. It's got bit. Oh, pike, that's what it was. Oh, big old pike. That's what it was. Knocked on damn. Oh, popped off. Big old pike. Jeez. Cut this one off and put a bull away and a beaver tail. I don't think they want jigs today. Not today, guys. Not today. Do what works, you know. So usually after like a rainfall or a storm, bass behavior change dramatically. From my experience, it could be really good or really bad. So now we just gotta slow down and pick the pockets. Oh, I just had one on. I just had one on. Gosh. I'm still talking. I think it's a little guy. Let's see. Oh, what? Bro. I missed again. What's going on? See what I mean? It's like they're not latching onto it. I missed it again. Oh. Told me I have to downsize. Dude, I just missed another one. It's deep too. Nice bass, nice bass. Yep. Big bass, big bass. Big bass, come on. Don't do that, don't do that. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that fish right there. And put him in the boat real quick for a video. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt him. Gosh. Dude, that was crazy. Holy cow. That fish hit is so freaking hard. Woo! Had to put my back into that one. Those were coming back alright. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was intense. And guys, just to clarify, I don't keep my fish in my well for the entire day, okay? I don't even fish the whole day. I just fish a max of like 6 hours. I just want to let you guys know that I don't keep bass captive in my well for 6 hours. I'm just keeping it in there for now because there's some bass fishermen coming up and I just don't want them to see it yet. So I'm gonna go into that little swampy area over there and hopefully we catch a few. $2.12, almost a 3-pounder. Nice. All right, y'all, catch and release. Nice fish, going back. I had to take this harness off. I'm getting hot. Oh yeah, I'm taking it off. Whew, sticky. Well, I got caught. You guys see that? Oh, freaking bugs. What a waste of Cinco. Pike. Pike. Good fish. Oh, big bass, big bass, big bass. Big bass, oh my gosh. No, no. Big bass, big bass. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. There you go, guys. That's a nice 3-pounder right there. Put them in the well real quick. Get position here. Oh gosh. I was not expecting that. The heck? Dude, I thought it was a pike. Oh, I just felt pure weight on it. The eating is so soft. Oh my gosh. Three pounds, 4 ounce. Oh man. Alright, much better view. I hope my camera don't fall off. But anyways, you guys see that I'm out here on the boat, in my garage. You guys can see it is now raining. We needed the rain because a lot of the rivers and the areas that I do want to fish are really dry right now. So hopefully this helps out. Let's get to the top three or four baits that I always have on deck, because that was the whole sole purpose of this video, was to talk to you guys about what lures I would have on deck right away. So let me get right into it. Let me organize it, and I'll see you guys. So if you can get there before sunrise, let's just say 30 minutes before the sun peaks over, if you so call it, I recommend throwing a frog, a hollow body frog. But you guys saw how I tackled the lake there. Obviously I was late, the sun was already peaking, and let's just say it was over, like it was already up. My initial pressure and plan was to draw those bass and to actually force them to grab the bait as it's like hovering past those pads into like the weed line. Okay, from my opinion and my experience, that just forces the bass to grab their meal without second guessing, right? You get the active bass who grab it. You can throw hollow body frogs too, I'm not saying you can't, but a plastic that works like a buzz bait that just spits out and makes bubbles on top of the water just forces those fish to grab the bait a lot more aggressive. That way when you're covering a lot of water, it forces those fish to eat as soon as possible before they go back into the depths, as I explained it in the video. Again, it could be any style of top water bait as long as it's a plastic bait, it's weedless, and it can run on top of the water and cause a lot of commotion for those bass to come up and grab it. So that's bait number one for early morning. Alright guys, so the second bait that I like throwing in the summertime is this beaver tail style bait. Okay, it's set up on a 5/16 ounce bullet weight. I can get away with the 3/8 to 1/4 ounce depending how thick the weed line is, right? If it's thicker, then I'll go a little heavier, but as of right now, this is what I was using with the offset Gamakatsu size 3 with the beaver, and it's a lot of fun. You can go and attack like certain areas, certain covers that you miss, slow down a little bit and pick and choose where you want to fish it. That's why I like having this boulder weight here, this style here, to help me like execute and pick up the bass in like those covers. So that's what I have on number 2 on my dock. Now very similar to bait number 2 is a bullet weight size 2 and a stick bait. This lure right here can help you dissect, make far casts, do slow presentation during the hot summer days. I feel like I don't have to explain too much about it because it's very similar to bait number 2. Throw either like really dark colors depending on the watercolor or the water column, or if it's semi like clear, then I like to throw like this, the golden flakes with black flakes style, because to me I just like that extra shine when I'm jigging it in the water. It just makes that bass want it that much more. So like I said, similar to bait number 2, this is what I have on the deck always. You got to always have a single ready to go when you're fishing in the summertime or springtime, doesn't matter. This lure catches fish year round, just not in the winter time up here in Wisconsin. Obviously there's a way to go, wacky rig style like this, and you just chuck it out there, let it do its thing, let it float, sink to the bottom, give it a couple twists, bring it back out, make another pitch. This lure right here will help you cover water and catch a ton of bass from all sizes, from dinky size to 5-pounders. Okay, this is like my go-to, gotta have on the deck always rig right here. A bait that I truly believe, that I truly stand by, that you gotta have during the summertime is a jig. If you guys don't know what a jig is, it's a lead jig head or tungsten with a weed guard, some skirt, a plastic. What I have on here is the Bowser Baits Ziz Crawl. I believe this is the DNM jig. I can't remember. It's like I said, it's all scratched up. It's been in my tackle box for a while, but that just shows you that I use this lure pretty often to the point where it's all beat up and it still produces a lot of fish. My go-to weight is 3/8 ounce black and blue with a black and blue trailer, right? And you gotta find that jig that you're very confident in. It all depends on where you're fishing it, what you're using, what you're targeting, right? Smallmouth bass, I usually go like a little lighter, like that brown to pumpkin green color with that natural color, but usually for largemouth bass where I fish, black and blue always pulls fish from like the toughest condition. But a jig is gotta be my number one way to target largemouth bass in the summertime right here. Alright guys, so that is it for my go-to gotta have on the deck video. Again, I wanted to break it down more during the whole fishing outing at the lake, but you guys saw that it started raining and then a lot of people started coming out. Even though that was a small lake, more and more boats were going out, which is in their right. They can do it as much as they want, doesn't matter. I can fish, they can do their boat activities, doesn't matter, right? But it was just harder to sit down, explain and dissect areas for you guys when there's so much activities going on the lake. That's why I decided to hop on, and it decided to rain, so it all worked out just great. Again, I'll get more into details about this stuff hopefully in the near future. I just wanted to do some bass content for my bass audience. I know a bunch of you guys are out there waiting for me to do some bass content, so I figure I'd feed some of y'all and show you guys what I'm doing and what I enjoy doing, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride as well. So with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys. We're either bass fishing or catfishing, I don't know yet. I'll see you guys next time.